Morning everyone, it's Friday, my favorite day of the week. There's so much hope for the near future when it's a Friday. So we're here obviously outside the J. Edgar Hoover Federal Bureau of Investigation headquarters in Washington DC. Look it up, it looks just like the Swinton Town Hall extension. And behind me, guess what's come back? Guess what has returned? The National Health Service Mobile Testing Unit is now here to supplement the permanent testing unit down by the All Hallows RC former school site. So, 20 years ago, during my undergraduate philosophy degree at the University of Edinburgh, I wrote an essay for moral and political philosophy all about that sentiment at the exact moment in the fictional portrayal, Saving Private Ryan, when the secretary realizes she's writing 4 death notes to Mrs. Ryan and Mr. Ryan, the parents. So 4 sons. There's one last son. He's somewhere in Normandy. And when the secretary calls over the captain, the major, the admin people, and they all kind of stand around and go, yeah, that moment, that exact moment when they all realized that that mother shouldn't lose her 5th son. What's that called? What is that? So my essay was how artificial intelligence is A, an impossibility, and B, how you could never explain to a programmed robot the how and the why of Saving Private Ryan. Now, why do I raise all this? A lot of feedback in the comments section, and I need to clarify, and I should, because a lot of my viewers and supporters are atheists. And I said things which were maybe a bit harsh on atheists, because I'm stuck in a semantic prison, just like the rest of us. I only have words. What do we call that feeling? That harrowing, all-encompassing feeling of, I guess, staring at the face of an angel when you realize I can't let Mrs. Ryan lose that 5th son. What do you call that? So, you know, like, there's so many scientists, and I mean high-level scientists, you know. Bloody hell, all the guys at the start of the 20th century, Niels Bohr, Einstein, some of the other ones, I forget the names, exotic German names, Danish names, Austrian names. They all talk about how, you know, when you first start sipping from the glass of science, you're an atheist. But then you go deeper and deeper and you become a theist. Now, what I was saying yesterday, when atheists don't have the same armor, the same protection, is that surely, guys and ladies and gentlemen, like, if you are a proud atheist and you don't believe in a deity, you don't believe that there's any higher power, I guess that's the main atheism, isn't it? It's like, we're here, we are it's very closely associated with humanism. We are the vanguard, we are the humans, we are the representations here, we're the only known intelligent life in the universe, so you gotta go for it. But just like those quantum scientists 100 years ago, 120 years ago, I don't know how any of you can you know, experience the same reality that I live in, having children or whatever, you know, sacrifice, doing good things, doing bad things, whatever. You know, being absolutely perplexed by the nature of sentience, of subjectivity. Surely atheists, you're just using different words. Coming back to our semantic prison, surely that incredible divine awe you feel at the incomprehensible nature of our universe, the infinite nature of the known, well, no, the known universe is not infinite. The unknown universe is infinite, potentially. And, you know, for my atheist viewers, you know, like many of you are scientists, so you believe in the scientific method. And I like that. And what I like about my channel as well, it's quite an intelligent comment section. And I'm very grateful for that. I do read my comments. I think it's important. Any YouTuber should read his comments. So, in mathematics as well, the brilliance of it, the fluency of it, the elegant simplicity of a perfect mathematical equation. How's that not another facsimile for God? And again, all these words, sentience, consciousness, God, the Godhead, infinity, the absolute, the universe, all interchangeable. So for what it's worth, I'm sorry to my atheist viewers, you're not all ready to be brainwashed by dark forces. So yeah, atheists are good people too. All right, in front of me, again, of course, the mobile testing unit. I just like the contrast of the grey car park, the blue and grey sky, the trees which are starting to bud, and the fluorescent jacket. So, can't remember who it was in the 20th century. I think it was a she, some academic was studying the Third Reich and how everyone followed orders. Next thing you know, millions of people getting put into concentration camps. Just wondering, how does evil come about? And she coined a phrase which I thought was one of the most important phrases of the 20th century, called the banality of evil. It's so banal, it's so basic, it's so simple. And of course, look, any individual, whether they're in government, in the civil service, in the police force, in the National Health Service, people are not evil as individuals. I mean, again, the facsimile of words, the facsimile of semantic entrapment. You can say, you know, there's that old phrase again, like the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to convince people he wasn't there. Now, inside the souls of men and women, there is a fear, there is a worry. We all have this deep-seated thing. You've got to know your Jungian shadow. You need to know your demons. You need to keep your demons on a leash. Don't try and tame them, they'll kill you. But you have to keep your demons on a leash. It's like you've got 5 highly trained Dobermans guarding your castle. You have to keep them on a leash. And so when governments come together, when people, and here's how it works, the unholy trinity of experts, scientists, and governmental people. Okay, there's a quadrangle. Lawyers as well. Hold on a second. Hi guys, can I help you?
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're just hanging out?
Yeah.
I'm just a YouTuber. Name's Charlie Veitch.
I believe I know who you are.
Yeah. Oh, you know who I am?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just in the middle of a video. Do you want to be involved?
No, not really.
Okay. Any reason why you guys have...
I'm just checking out where we're going to be putting some cones, that's all.
Oh, that's fine. And also, thank you for respecting 2-meter distancing. That is actually quite good. You know, you'd expect no less from... I remember you. How are you? You okay? Yeah. Where was I? Okay, so I'm talking about deep philosophy, like... So anyway, yeah, in mob mentality, mob rule, you've got this unholy fever of government lawyers, advisors, and no one wants to, you know, get sued. We are in this perverse litigation culture. So once the government has a look at Wuhan, and let's not forget, you know, back in January, February 2020, who knows how virulent or how deadly a brand new fresh virus, who knows where it's from, the Institute of Virology, you know, like viruses as they evolve tend to get less deadly. So maybe for the first month, geez, they were dealing with airborne AIDS, but then obviously all the people leveled by the virus died, didn't pass it on. Whereas the people that weren't so badly affected by maybe a slightly less deadly strain, they passed it on. Hence the improving survivability of any virus. You know, bloody hell. Like, you know, the populations in North America that were badly affected by smallpox and other European diseases. Well, you know, those same Native Americans these days, they could probably get the flu quite happily and not die. It's a different thing. And again, let's just put my hands up. I'm not a scientist, guys. Forgive the last 2 minutes here. But what happens is people get so caught up in the legality. There's an amazing film called The Cube, where some scientists come across a blueprint plan for a really demonic machine, but they just had to build it. And it's like when you're in government, when you've filleted Satan for so long and you've been blackmailed for so long, and it's so hard to tell the truth when you're a scumbag in government. Their career would be instantly over. They'd probably get memory hold. You'd probably have YouTube scouring their files to delete any evidence of Boris Johnson's profound epiphany, where he came out and talked about the blackmailing forces of a permanent government, of the international financial elites. We live in an extraction society, guys. It's all about extracting your energy. That scene in The Matrix where Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne, fantastic actor, when Morpheus holds up the battery and says, this is what humanity's been turned into, 100%. It's almost as if the system, the superstructure of our organized society has its own mind. All it wants is to perfect itself, and humans be damned, individual souls. And this is coming back again to my whole rant about atheism, is that, I don't know guys, I'll just use an example. Our Muslim brothers here in the UK and internationally, they're very much a believing in God community. Very rare. I've met them, I've met ex-Muslims, but your average British Muslim on the street, he wouldn't stand for a lot of things that us like peaceful bend over turn the other cheek Christians would just take. And guess what guys? Okay, bad example, but what I'm saying is, people are scared of fucking with the Muslims because they fight back. Let's end it on that. Have a fantastic weekend.